The famous Roman emperor Marcus Aurelius once said that if something external causes distress, it's not the thing itself that disturbs you, but your judgment of it. This places the power in each of our hands because our reactions depend on our judgments. Stoicism teaches us that we don't react directly to events but to our judgments about those events. Therefore, our task is to recognize this intermediate step, understand its common irrationality, and control it. In Stoicism, our pleasures, sorrows, desires, and fears involve 3 stages. It's not just an event and a reaction, but an event, a judgment, or an opinion about it, and only then a reaction. We must learn to think more appropriately about our thoughts, becoming more aware of the role they play in our lives. Stoicism invites us to realize that our reactions are, in fact, the result of our internal judgments, not external events. Imagine someone has insulted you. The insult itself has no meaning beyond what you give it. If you feel bothered, it's because you care, which implies a judgment. You have the power to choose not to care, not to allow the insult to affect you. This applies to all sources of distress in our lives, whether they are noisy neighbors, challenging situations, or more significant setbacks. The truth is that we are the architects of our own reactions. Stoicism teaches us that our reactions are not caused by external events, but by the judgments we make about these events. We are the only ones capable of controlling our judgments. Even fears, desires, and all other mental experiences are shaped by our opinions and judgments. Changing ourselves is, in most cases, more effective than trying to change the world around us. Stoicism reminds us that often our reactions are the result of conflicting judgments. For example, you may believe that spiders are not dangerous, but still feel afraid of them. This illustrates how our internal judgments can create contradictory reactions. The Stoics believe that our reactions are influenced by various factors, including conditioning, genetic tendencies, and unconscious responses. However, they encourage us to take control of these judgments. The Stoics recognize that our ability to modify our experiences through a change in thinking is much more significant than we often realize. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to elevate our lives above casual occurrences, reminding us that we are human beings with a limited lifespan. We should accept the transience of life and avoid becoming excessively attached to things beyond our control. Stoic philosophy doesn't seek to empty the mind, but to free it from folly and errors of judgment. The idea is to treat our thoughts and judgments as matters of choice. If distress is caused by our thoughts about things and not the things themselves, we should learn to abandon these harmful thoughts and replace them with healthier ones. Taking more responsibility for our thoughts is fundamental to the practice of Stoicism. One of the Stoic strategies for achieving tranquility is to observe how other people react to similar events. If many can endure something that afflicts us, we can realize that our reaction is a choice and that we can bear what seemed unbearable. Stoics often downplay pain and external afflictions, reminding us that we are more sensitive to what we are accustomed to seeing in others. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches us not to be slaves to our judgments. We should be more conscious of how our thoughts shape our experiences and reactions. Instead of allowing the mind to create distress, we should learn to control our thoughts and replace them with more rational judgments. This allows us to find tranquility amidst life's vicissitudes.